Yoshi! It's not just the name of that sort of sidekick of Mario in Super Mario World. Now she's got a game of her own. Kinda. It's really sad when she's the sidekick in her own game. And before I go on and I get those 100 billion comments about this, yes, I call Yoshi a girl because she is. Not only does she lay eggs, but, you know, as I've mentioned in the past, she has no junk. Anyways, you would think a game called Yoshi would have you controlling, I don't know, Yoshi. Nope, you're controlling Mario as he starts his new career as a plate shuffler. Man, that guy just can't keep a job. Maybe it has to do with the fact that he's always taking off work to go rescue Peach. He must get fired from a lot of jobs to do that. You can only call in sick so many times. Why can't Yoshi be doing the swapping? Why not leave Mario out of this game completely? Now I guess you could make the argument that this game is called Yoshi because of the egg power-up, which I'll get into in a second, but it's the most powerful move in the game. And just like when you get a Tetris where you have to get 4 rows at the same time, they name the game after it. But I still think it's a little weird. The game has these swapping plates with bad guys, where you have to match up 2 of the same character to clear them off. The playing area is too small to make too many mistakes, so you're going to need to be careful on what plate you keep what character on. Now Yoshi herself is just a power-up in this game, when you combine 2 parts of an egg. So you have to have the bottom part of an egg and the top part of an egg to create a Yoshi, because apparently that's how dinosaur eggs are hatched, I guess. The trick is to keep the bottom part of the egg at the bottom of the stack, and when the top part drops, it'll drop down and eat all the characters in between the other part. Depending on how many you eat will determine on what kind of Yoshi you get. The Yoshi doesn't do anything, it just gives you points. But you get more points, if you really care. I have played a lot of puzzle games in the past, and this one feels like the Fisher-Price version of a puzzle game. Very simplistic and with not a lot of depth. It's perfect for someone who thinks that Bejeweled is just too complicated. There are 2 modes to play, A and B. Gotta love those early gameplay modes. Don't bother labeling them, just call them A and B. Now A is a free-to-play mode, which will have you matching characters until you run out of room on the board. While you might think this might be fun, it's really not, unless you really like seeing how good of a score you're gonna get. I really thought of it as more of a practice mode for the much better mode, B mode. Now B mode starts you off with 1 line already filled with characters, and you're gonna need to clear out the whole board of characters to win it. When you do it, you see a strange cutscene of Mario and Yoshi on a track doing laps. Then Yoshi eating something, and then another level starts up. Thanks for that random cutscene there, Nintendo. After that, you move on to the next level, which adds in 1 more level of a line for you to do. Now there is also a 2-player mode if you and a friend really want to play the game of Yoshi and don't want to take turns playing. Yoshi was okay. As a puzzler, it was decent. The problem was the replay factor was kind of low because there really wasn't that much to do. Once you played a few minutes of this game, you pretty much played the whole game. Just rinse and repeat. Now it's on sale right now for 30 cents, and it's definitely worth that price. But when it goes off sale and it becomes $5, I can't see it being worth that price, as there are so many other great NES games you could experience for that price. So if you can get it for the cheap price, go for it. But if you can't, then I think you should probably just skip it.